Welcome back to another episode of These Two Girls podcast with your hosts,
Candy
and Cheyenne. Happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month.
Yes.
Nice to see you again, Cheyenne.
Yes.
How are you doing on this wonderful Black History Month day?
It feels like a regular month.
How does it feel to be black?
It's always great to be black.
Always great to be black.
Mm-hmm.
Black 365. Yes. Make me black again in my next life.
Yeah.
Life after that.
Mm-hmm. Which also, this month also has Valentine's Day.
Right.
How was your Valentine's Day?
How's my Valentine's Day? It was just like any other day.
Okay.
It was fine. A relaxing day. It was fine, you know. How was yours?
It was a regular day.
Regular day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you into Valentine's? Like, are you one of those people that needs, things and roses and chocolates or do you care? Do you not care? I don't care.
You don't care?
I don't care about Valentine's Day. I realized that I only had ever one real traditional style of Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And this was maybe back in like 2012.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, but I've also never been like, if I was single, I'm like, I hate Valentine's Day. And, if it was Valentine's Day, I would be like, and I was working or going to class, I would be like, maybe I'll wear this red shirt or this pink shirt, because it's Valentine's Day.
Right.
Or whatever. But I didn't really feel in any direction, any kind of way about Valentine's Day.
So let me say this in regards to Valentine's Day, and I realized it sometime probably the day before or during the day, is that I'm not really sure what my stance is on what Valentine's needs to look like for me.
Okay.
Okay, what I want. Mm-hmm. So I know what it was like for me as a single person. I used to take to self-care myself. Mm-hmm. Like I would still have my pink or red nails. I would still wear the pink or red and maybe do something Valentine or whatever, right? But what does it look like for me being in a relationship, right? And I think that was an issue for me. Like, is it social media telling me what this needs to look like? Mm-hmm. Or is it watching my people around me telling me what this needs to look like? I don't know. And I was like, I think sometimes we need to normalize that we just don't know. Sometimes we just don't know what our stance is on things. Yeah. We don't have an opinion, right? Like, do I want it to be big? Do I want to wake up to teddy bears and balloons hanging from the ceiling? Or do I just...
I feel like I'm awkward with getting gifts.
Okay.
At least from my significant other.
Okay.
I'm like,
really shy?
Yeah. Because actually, a couple days before, because he works the weekends. Mm-hmm. So a couple days before, he gave me this giant gummy bear and made this whole thing. There's a video, he did a video of me closing my eyes to open to this giant gummy bear, right? And I'm just like, but the whole time in my head, while my eyes are closed, I'm thinking, I hope I have the right reaction.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I mean? To the gift, because you don't want to underreact and your face is like, a gummy bear.
I don't do it. Do we really do that?
There are girls that do that.
I don't think you would do that.
No. I wouldn't do it on purpose, but you know what I'm saying? I think my
I feel like those things only really happen on TV. Like, I don't think there's anyone in real life that's really gonna open their eyes and like,
but
a gummy bear.
I think
you shouldn't have.
No, I really liked it. I thought it was, definitely different and a fun gift. But in my head, that's how I am when I'm getting gifts like that. I'm just like, I don't want him to feel like, you don't like it, whatever. So I mean, I want to be genuine, of course, but I'm afraid of that in the back of my mind. That when I open my eyes, I hope it's not something that's weird, and I'm like, oh.
But think about that, right? Like even gifts. Like, why do we have to like all the gifts that we get? Like, at what point do we say, no, do we get to do that?
Do you get to tell somebody that you don't like the gift? That's interesting. I mean, maybe it depends on the relationship. I think it depends on,
Or, okay, check this for example, right? Say, I don't know if you saw those things trending in your stories for Valentine's where you could get like your man, like this key ring or
the keychain that says get home safely.
Right.
So that's
something like that, right?
Yeah.
Now say you something like that, you get your man one of those, right? And the purpose is to wear the keychain on your key ring. But you don't see your man have it on his keychain. Does that mean he likes it? He doesn't like it, doesn't want to wear it?
Does he have key rings on his keychain?
That's a good question, right?
Because there's some people who just carry their car keys separate from everything. And
but what if they don't want to wear
jangle?
Right. Well, how do you tell the person who had this grand thought in their head to give you this, and then you don't really want to put it on it, but what do you do?
Yeah, I don't know. But you know what? Honesty is always the answer.
You think so?
I think, I think when you lie, it's always bad. Because it's always going to come back around.
But all those years, like when they say in the movies, when, you get those mittens and socks from grandma and stuff like that. Like, you don't like these socks. You don't want this knitted sweater. Like, what happens? And do you tell grandma right there that you don't like the sweater, you don't like the socks? Or you just lie?
Well, there's being honest and then there's being mean. You can, maybe at another point, she's like, Grandma, you've made a lot of sweaters. I don't need any more this Christmas. I'm still...
Nice.
Or something, maybe that material, it's kind of itchy, it irritates my skin or what, I don't know. You can say something differently, but you don't have to be like in the moment when somebody hands you a gift, it's probably mean to say, oh, I don't like key rings.
I mean, you don't have to say it like that or like do your face the way you just did. But is there a way that we can say that we don't like normalize that we don't want this gift? Or I don't really like it, but thank you.
And I think it should be something that you should be able to communicate. Maybe if you, either, even right then, another way to do it, I think, could be like, usually I don't like keychains, but this is very nice, thank you. It's not really my thing.
Right.
But thank you.
Okay, that's a nice way of, I like that way.
Yeah.
I think that way helps, because I think that helps more than you probably give this person this gift and you don't see it anywhere, and it's like, did you lose it? Did you you just didn't like, you could have told me that you didn't like, because I feel like it starts something later on, when you give this gift. And
in the opposite way too, if you don't say that this is not something you like, and then they think you really like it, and now this person is I'm getting you a keychain every time because he really loved this keychain, and now he's like collecting keychains.
I remember I heard someone say that the girl she wears bracelets every now and then, but it's not really her thing. She just wears it sometimes, right? So he saw her in the bracelet and he got her one of those Pandora bracelets, and she's like, and he's buying charms to everything all the time, and I'm not in, and so I always have to wear this Pandora bracelet, and I don't want to wear this Pandora bracelet with these charms,
Yeah. Oh, that's exactly how that can backfire.
And everything that happens, everything that's important, he buys a
and they're
charm.
expensive.
They are?
They are. They're not cheap. Every time you buy a charm, some of those charms, like the cheapest one you might be able to buy is like $20-something.
Okay.
And then they can go up to hundreds of dollars from that range. So it just depends on what types he's buying.
Well, she hasn't told him yet, but
like the ones I've bought for myself have been like $60, $30 depending. Yeah, it can add up. So poor thing.
Yeah. So there you go. So it does happen. That just to your point. Person thinks that you're into this, and they're just going to keep buying you charms and bracelets and keychains, and you don't like none of it. But I think for me, I, like you said, you find it awkward to get gifts or whatever. I like gifts, right? But it has to be gifts that like I feel like you put thought into it.
Okay.
I remember there's this person I dated at one point, and he just liked to just buy things. So like, here comes another gift. Oh, thank you. But I know you just bought it. You just bought it just to buy it because you can buy it. But I like when someone brings you a plant because they know you have a desk at work. And like, oh, this would look cute on your desk at work, or like, here's a cup that has these words on there, and I thought of you when I read these words. Like I'm saying, like gifts that mean something. Right. So that you get a very surprised reaction out of me. But if it's just another thing,
I think that's also, I don't even want to get into this, but that's also why I got a little bit like weary of like Christmas gifts sometimes, because it's like, oh, another shirt. Okay.
Do you even know my style? Do you even
like, okay, cool, thanks.
Right.
But it's like unnecessary stuff that you didn't really have to do. So.
I think at that point you just give people gift cards.
Yeah.
Like, don't do it. If you really don't know what to get the person, just let's normalize gift cards. Let's just say gift cards to the world. You know what I'm saying? Just gift cards.
But back to this Valentine's Day thing too, though. I watching it on, me though, I get annoyed by everything. So first of all, let's just start there.
Okay.
But yeah, the Valentine's Day posts definitely annoy me too, along with all the other things, the Christmas matching pajamas, everything they all.
Oh no! Don't say the matching pajamas.
But it's like when I see the Valentine stuff, I'm just like, did you have to post everything that's happening? There's nothing sacred to be intimate in your relationship. You had to show us that he was cooking breakfast, and then there were roses, and then there was a bracelet, and then you went to dinner, and like, okay. Do we really need to know?
Why am I laughing?
I mean, and people really set the tone too, to where you could, if you are somebody that cannot stand on their own 2 feet, you can really feel a way.
You can.
Watching what is happening in other people's lives on like anything else, especially on Valentine's Day.
It is very true. I completely 150% agree with you, and then you end up taking it out on the person.
Your poor person can't afford the roses. Roses are expensive, especially around Valentine's Day. Flowers, they can't, jeez.
That's gonna die soon. Or they're working, they're tired.
And then I wonder, like, do women ever think to themselves, like, maybe they could be the one doing the spoiling for Valentine's Day? I didn't see any of that.
I've come across that a couple times.
I didn't see that much on
I see women giving the men gifts now and pampering, and
like, I feel like if
the lingerie,
I might
guess,
have
is
been
a plus.
Oh yeah. I feel like I might have, because I don't mind Valentine's Day, I might plan something instead of sitting here looking like, where are my roses? Where are where's the chocolate?
I would definitely be a planning person. So I'm not one of those women that want to sit down and wait for you. Like, I feel like I have so much ideas in my head that like I want to do that I may just say, I'll plan it. But then after a while, I think women feel some type of way that, do I have to always plan Valentine or?
Well, anything that's an always is gonna bother a person. So yeah, just.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. Read the posting. But I think, so I've been thinking about this whole posting thing sometimes, right? But I feel like sometimes there are people that genuinely like want to see this without being judgmental, or like people just want to share. Like sometimes I can't wrap around why some people get judged really harshly on just the amount that they share. Like I feel like some people just want to share with their community. You know, I think of people that share like their pregnancy journey or this journey, or that they were single and now they have someone and now they're married and now they're like, we have all been there for the journey. So why? So continue showing, you know, continue teaching us along the way, continue showing us where to buy this or to buy that, or like, you know, like your journey, you're feeling this, you're hurting here.
I hear you. I mean, it's not really something that I look for personally on my social media. I'm like, whatever. I'm mostly like when you flood my entire feed with you and your man, and then y'all break up, and I don't know what happened, I feel
well. Okay, yes,
I would like to know.
I would like to know too.
Please host a live, and
I agree,
and let us all
want to know
what's going on.
You have flooded us with all of this stuff, the cute pictures. You he's there and
now,
she's there.
I'm not telling y'all nothing. But I'm just saying. But I'm not flooding nobody with nothing.
But Shine hasn't flooded us. Do we even know anything about Shine? Shine, do we even, like, we don't know nothing. We don't know nothing, but, you know.
Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know. But, you know.
And I think that's even mentioned that. I think that's even one of my things, like, because you've taken them through this journey and then you need to answer for another pause. I think that's, like, one of the reasons why, like, I personally don't want to be the share of that area of my life, because like if I gotta pick up these pieces by myself, y'all gonna be rocking with me. You know, they gonna be there
like, be like, oh man, well,
yeah, that sucks. Yeah. Thought they were gonna make it. You know, like I don't want to have to
They were cute.
They were cute. Yeah. That's what she get for, you know, and then you have, of course, the hairs on the other end. Yeah, she go post up her picture them and show off on the rest of it. I know she not have no man serve her right. You know, like, you know those people exist. Right. So, just don't show anything. Just don't show anything.
Yeah, you know, whenever you feel led. Like,
whenever you feel like the spirit lead you.
The spirit led me, and alright, cool. Here we go.
Anyway, let's...
So today we wanted to continue on in that same kind of thing of things that you should normalize moving forward in 2021. And we found a BuzzFeed article that had a list of things, and we each went through and picked out the ones that we thought were good or, you know, resonated with us and would make for a good conversation. As well as a little story we heard last week that we thought was interesting too, which I think we can get to that at the end.
At the end, okay.
So, you have yours ready? We can just go down the list, and if you had the same one, then we can talk. Do you have anything in the top part of it?
So one of them that I did, I guess I wasn't, yes I do. I have number 2, which says, I would like if we could normalize women having body hair.
That's on my list too. Yes. Let's talk about it briefly. I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and her and her boyfriend, they, you know, sleep over each other's place sometimes. And we were talking, and she was like, you know what, the whole shaving thing right now, it don't even happen. You gonna get whatever I bring over here. You expressed at one point that you were cool with it. So then that took the pressure off of me. I didn't need to feel to have to shave everything every week.
And wax. Do you know how much work that is and
Lots
how much money?
Work.
Do men realize how much we're going into, like, just you know,
like even just shaving your legs is taxing. Like how much time I gotta spend in the shower to almost fall and bust my ass every time, to shave my leg, cut myself, whatever. I don't really cut myself that bad, but you know what I mean? Like,
and they're not shaving anything.
Not a damn thing.
They're not shaving anything.
Nope.
It's. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, no, and I think certain things I keep up with my underarms.
Yes.
Personally, but that's because of hygienic reasons.
But doesn't that same thing apply to men too? Don't they sweat harder than women?
I asked.
So why are they shaving their?
Keeping it low. I prefer if a man has a low cut underarm.
Right.
You don't have to shave it all off.
But we have to shave it all off.
Well,
does it make us look cuter?
I don't know. That is feminist, not feminist. You know, the patriarchy in putting that on us that we need to be smooth as a mole rat.
Well, good thing. I do shave my armpits. Luckily they don't grow as fast. I don't have hair on my legs, which is a plus. But if I did have hair growing on my legs, I doubt you'd see me shaving it as often as. But I know nair is pretty easy.
Yeah.
I'd probably nairing.
I'm a nairer.
Man, if you don't know what nair is just like this cream that you apply to the hairy parts of your body. Wait a couple minutes and wipe it off, and it's gone.
Sometimes it burns and you gotta stand there.
I just don't like the smell.
It
doesn't burn me bad. I think the smell lingers.
Yeah, you kind of have to like on you or in the bathroom.
I just feel like I just smell it everywhere after like using it.
You have to maybe air freshener out your bathroom after that. Yeah.
I feel like I smell it somewhere. I smell the nair somewhere. Yeah. So I just don't like to smell it.
You smell it now because I naired earlier before I got
No. I don't. You're good. It's on me. I think it's just me.
Okay. All right. Moving on. I didn't write mine with the actual numbers. Okay. So the next one, the one I have is normalize employees calling out customers.
That was my next one, girl.
Rude. And I, as a former customer service representative, I totally agree with this 100%. I am not by any means trying to say just to be rude to customers in general. Right. But when customers are straight up over the line rude to customer service reps, they should be able to like
put them in their
place and let the manager know what's going on.
Yes.
And the manager should back them up.
Yes. And I'm big on customer service and being respectful of your customers, but I have seen some situations where I'm just like, oh my gosh, do they have to stand there and take that? Like, yeah, I don't think it's okay.
The only time, I never used to be rude back to customers, but there was one time where somebody made a racist comment to me, and I couldn't believe it was happening like that. And when I stepped away, like the tears just came, and all I heard over my walkie-talkie was, "Shine's crying. Why Shine crying?" And it's like a swarm of managers came out of nowhere to find out what was happening. And they did kick that person out the store because of the racial comment. Good. But yeah, other than that, it's like you have to just like, oh, okay, ma'am, I'm so sorry. Like, no.
Let's see what we can do for you. We can offer you an extra 10% off for your stinking attitude. Like, bruh. Even that, can we say that? Like, after fixing the situation, yes, we'll give you an extra 10%, but your attitude is nasty AF. But here you go. Here's your 10%. Yeah. You know? Okay.
Yeah, anyway.
So, my turn. Let's normalize talking about periods and period pain. Let's stop whispering it in the office rooms and hallways. I'm in a pissy mood because I am on my period. I need to go to the bathroom because I gotta change my pad. Or even the whole asking for a pad thing, that's still hush hush.
I know. But I don't do that. I heard this girl in the bathroom the other day asking for a pad. I'm like, I got one, hold on. Like, you know, we're in the bathroom. But I'm always ready to get.
And I feel like people are still slipping it like secretly in the office
like
place. Like, right.
No.
Like, it's a pad. We're bleeding every month. Like, why are we still hiding?
Yeah, no.
Girl, you have a pad I can use. That is literally still happening.
That's stupid. No. Stop it.
Stop it. No. If you don't get anything from what we're saying, normalize that. Let's start there. Stop whispering about your period.
Right, because it's coming very loudly for most of us. So there's no reason.
Right?
Okay. Mine is, this is funny, because choosing not to touch or be touched. And for me, I wanted to add, especially with children.
Okay.
And I thought it was funny because I gave Candy something earlier and she wanted to hug me and I told her no.
And I told her I was going to hug her anyway. Oh, God.
But, it was one of our friends that first said this about kids and it stuck with me, with her niece. And she was like, don't force her to hug anybody, any family member, whatever. And I had never really thought about that before. Because, you teach children that, okay, family is safe, yes. Not all family is safe.
Not all family is safe, yeah.
And if you force them to put themselves in these awkward positions where somebody's putting their hands on them.
It's true.
Then they don't know when to, to misappropriate. They don't know when to say, okay, this is not okay. You start to condition their mind that this is okay around this person, whatever, and then when that person crosses the line, of course they're gonna know that a line is crossed. But it's you just need to give kids the respect of their own body and their own personal space.
True.
Yeah, and in general, I'm not a touchy-feely person.
She's not.
Don't just walk up on me trying to hug me. Like, get off me.
Get off her.
So, but I will hug. You know what I'm saying? But I like to be given the option.
She wants the option. So she told me not to hug her. So you know what, Shine? I am not going to hug you. But thank you for the gift that you brought here for me.
No problem.
And I'll just leave it there.
Yes.
All right. My next one is normalizing living with parents as an adult.
Okay. Of course, because we both live with our parents.
Well,
I'm sorry. Correction.
Go ahead. My parents live with me.
Okay.
Let's just clear that up.
No, I live with my parents.
But before I was always living with them. But But yeah, no. But under real though, let's normalize that because I feel like some of y'all out here struggling to pay that rent when you could have stayed home. Yeah. Because your parents weren't kicking you out.
My parents are like, of course we would never stay forever. Right. But my parents are, especially my dad, he's like, y'all can stay here as long as you want. Because I guess in his mind that means we're not married and we're not gone off with some man. So
but some parents wouldn't mind if you have the space, but they wouldn't mind you moving in with your hubby and on the picnic them and let me take care of the children. And
this brings up a little segue for me. So I was talking to my boyfriend's father the other day.
What you just say?
He said that he always wanted to basically have all his kids live in like a community together. Like they have almost like a compound of them. This person house here, this person house here. And I was like, that's such an old school thought, but I was just like, wow, that's so deep to be able, like if he was able to do that.
Yeah, some parents still want that. I don't think some parents can help how annoying they can be sometimes while maybe we don't want to. But I think it's a great money saving idea too. I think it definitely builds community and togetherness and even just supporting our own. I feel like it's everything that we talk about now and try to push as Black people during this time. I think that those are the things that worked, and maybe some of us need to go back to some of that. I was even sharing with my supervisor because she's trying to buy a house now, but they already have a big house. All their adult kids live with them. They have 3 adult kids that live with them, and the youngest, and it's her and her husband. But they want to sell that house, which is worth a guap actually, and buy a bigger house because they both want to move in their mothers. So she wants to move in her mother, he wants to move in his mother, but they're looking for a place where they can have the mothers on give them space like in-law quarters. And and they don't want the kids to leave. They're looking for a space big enough that if the kids want to bring in whoever, they can feel free, to do that.
Yeah, you gotta have space for that. My mother always told us that she doesn't want to move in with us like that, but I think if we had more space and we didn't necessarily have to be in each other, bumping into each other, sharing the bathroom, the kitchen could be big enough, or you have a big place, somebody might live off to the one side with your own little section.
Exactly.
And at least you're still close and you can commune, but it doesn't have to.
Possible.
Yeah.
Remember, I even told you about my aunts in Maryland. Got their whole house and they're all on a separate floor, but they live together, but they don't get in each other's way at all.
Right.
Have their own entrance. Come and go as they please.
Right.
We'll probably get together for a movie or something on the weekend and dinner, but we don't have to see each other.
Yeah,
we do our own thing.
Yeah.
So I think it's a vibe, you know?
I like it.
So, yes, that's your turn.
Mine is Normalize saying I love you to friends.
I'm surprised. I didn't see you picking that. I didn't see you picking that one.
And I have friends that I say I love you to every now and then. You know.
I don't know if you told me.
I love you, Candy.
Okay. Oh, I love you too, Cheyenne. I would so hug you now, but you say you don't want anyone to hug you, so I won't. But go ahead.
But yeah, every now and then, we would express that. But I feel like, we could be saying it more often.
Yeah.
And just to,
I think there's a lot of things in those friendships we can normalize. The I love you, the breakups.
That was on the list too. Did you have that as your?
I did, one? But I figured since you're on this friendship part, I would just incorporate that there are things that could be normalized with friendship. And you already know my stance on how I feel about how, friendships are not taken as seriously as romantic relationships. But
agreed.
I definitely think that I love you. So the forgiveness, the saying I'm sorry, the problem talk, and then if it's not going to work, we just need to call it quits. The same way you would do a girlfriend or boyfriend.
Have you ever broke up with a friend before?
Have I ever broken up with a friend before? No, I don't think so. I think it just kind of fizzled out. Okay. And
I've had to break up with a friend before.
Did they know you broke up with them?
Yes, I was very direct and said, this is how I feel and this is not working for me anymore. And there was problems after. But funny enough, me and the person are friends again.
Oh, okay.
But it was a few years.
I respect that though.
We were not friends. But what I don't like, which has happened to me recently too, is being basically ghosted as a friend.
I don't think that's okay. That's not okay.
Like you dropped me, you blocked me.
That's not
okay.
I
have no idea what I did to you.
Grow up. And
I'm not confrontational. And you didn't feel like you could speak to me after we had over 10 years of friendship. Okay. Well,
I don't like that.
I don't know what to do with that,
And and normalize like heartbreak, like friendship heartbreak.
Yeah.
You can cry over a broken friendship. You can feel hurt. You can feel What about friendship jealousy? What do you think about that?
Oh yeah, right.
What do you think about that?
I don't know. I feel like
because if you're gonna talk about relationship jealousy,
if you're gonna treat it like any relationship, there's going to be those emotions involved. So then if you feel like, as my friend, that you're jealous of something, I would like to know. Okay. Because then I could know what it is that I'm doing or not doing. What do you feel like is lacking between our relationship that maybe...
Cheyenne, I want to let you know. I'm joking. joking.
But yeah, that can happen. And I've been told that I have a lot of friends, so I know how that can go.
Yeah. It happens. People sometimes jealous of how you treat the next friend, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But anywho, got it. Did I just interject mine? Is it back to you or is it back to me? Back to me. So this is what I'm not sure if we should normalize.
Okay.
Right? So guys, just for the record, I'm not sure, but I'm thinking it. I don't know my stance on this one just yet. But normalizing, not holding it in if you have to pass gas and you're in public.
Okay, yeah, I don't know about all that.
I don't know. So I admit, I don't know.
I just feel like, okay, I mean, I don't necessarily hold it in, but I'm not farting out loud.
Right. It says it puts pressure on your system. Why can't we just accept
I just don't understand how some people can't
farts?
fart quietly. They always have to fart loudly. Just like, why does it have to be noisy? Your butt cheeks don't like just.
Do you think? What if some people have not learned how to do it quietly?
Maybe not.
And for some people it's hard. Like I know the whole squeezing and letting it out like slowly. Maybe they don't have the butt muscles to.
Okay. Next one.
Too much. Alright, your turn. Go ahead.
Okay. Normalize visible tattoos and piercings on professionals.
Yes.
I'm over it. We are not in 1950s.
Why are we still covering up our tattoos?
It's my tattoo or my piercing does not
directly
reflect my level of ability to do my job.
Exactly.
Okay. Just as how my hairstyle doesn't reflect my ability to do my job. So let's
add that one on the list. And I think it starts with us too. We need to start wearing our stuff,
especially when you've reached into a position of leadership.
Let's apply pressure.
Yeah, make it look normal. Then you come in to host a meeting and you got your nose ring in. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
You're still dressed professional and everything, and you're about to kill it with your speech. And y'all still worried about my nose ring? I'm about to bring in how much money for you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Go ahead.
My next one is. Oh, we spoke about the friendship thing. That was, that one. Not wearing makeup or bra.
Yes,
so it's not really the makeup one for me. It's the bra part.
It's the bra part for me too.
Why do we have to have our boobs sitting high?
Listen, yesterday I went to Target. I did not have a bra on. I had on I had on a tank top, but it wasn't a tank top that had the bra piece in it either. But I wore this underneath over it, and I was like, I looked in the mirror and I said,
but Shine,
I'm okay with how I look, and I left.
You Shine, but your boobs are different.
Okay, my boobs are smaller than yours, but they are saggy.
Cheyenne.
They are to the ground.
But you can get away with that though.
I don't. It depends on not with any shirts, because I had this kind of hoodie over it. Is the only way that I got away with that.
It's not fair though. Them bras be hurting.
But I agree. And you know what I've done differently also is the last few quote unquote bras I bought that I wear mostly around the house, I start wearing them out. They don't have no wiring. They don't got nothing. They're just like, they're not even as sturdy as a sports bra. They're just flimsy. I'm wearing one right now. Look at the string. This is not holding nothing together. Okay?
Well, then what's the purpose? What's the purpose?
Because I'm coming, I just felt like I'll put that on. But it's not uncomfortable. Right?
Yeah, but if it's not doing what they intend bras to do, then why wear it? Just an extra piece of clothing. Okay.
It's comfortable underneath. Not all the time. I want my bras to be in two different directions. I just want them to be. My boobs to be. I want them to be together, but I don't need them to be sitting under my chin either.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, guys. It's a lot, and if guys are listening. Why do you need us to have our boobs in our necks?
But I wonder if you ask guys if they really would care. Some of them really might not care, Because do they care, like, if you are with their significant other and you're around the house, do they really, like, look at you weird because you're not wearing a bra? I don't know.
I don't know.
You never know.
Never know.
But there are some feminist movements that are pro, like, stop shaving your armpits.
Stop shaving, let free bleeding. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to free bleed. I'm not necessarily saying don't shave. What I would like if I didn't always have to wear a bra.
If I could decide that I don't want to wear a bra right now.
Yeah, it hurts my shoulders. Have you seen my shoulders? It hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts. And I don't know if there's a plastic surgery or something that can, I'm sure there's something that can, I would love to,
You want to get a reduction?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. Chop them suckers off. Throw it in the garbage.
Oh my God.
What boobs? I wouldn't even mind if it's just flat chested, bro.
Okay. I want not necessarily a reduction. I want a lift. Then I knew I wouldn't have to wear a bra at all because they would just be sitting there, and then I'd just be like,
oh my, that would be beautiful. So I'm putting this out there again, just for the record, to anyone that's listening to my now or future or whoever, is that when the time comes, which we'll probably get on this topic later on in normalizing, but if I do have children, if that happens, I need a mommy makeover to be on that list of gifts. Can we normalize in giving women gifts after they give birth?
Yes. I think people are starting to do those, or is it after or before, like push presents?
I see it now, social media, right? Here we go, social media dictating how we should live our lives. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's what I want. Gift me a mommy makeover. So if you know that I'm going to have a child during that time period, save so we can go to Dr. Miami and get a full body makeover. Mm-hmm. Snap back.
All right.
Think it's your turn? Or
it's my turn. Wait, well, how many more you have?
I just have 2 more on this list.
All right, go. I have 1 more.
Okay, so I have normalizing, talking back to older people.
Okay.
I know that nobody's going to try me now, but...
Well, I don't know about talking back, but...
Just don't allow... No, guys, honestly, I don't know if it's in every culture, probably more in Caribbean culture, but even at this stage of the game, adults will still, older folks will still feel like you're disrespecting them or you're not respecting your adults if you have something to say. Even to this day, my dad, if my voice gets a little bit too loud, he want to check me, and I'm just like, bruh, I'm not disrespecting you, I just don't agree with you.
Okay, yeah. So I don't really think you should be rude, to anyone. But
we're not being rude.
If you know you're not being rude, I think of course you have to speak back. If you're an adult
but anything doing that is considered rude.
That's their
You in your head not being rude, you just standing up for yourself and saying your points. But them think, wait, your voice is a little bit too loud. Wait, you disagree with me. Hold on, wait. You're bright. You're rude. Says me change your diapers.
Yeah.
Says me used to teach in preschool. Okay, all right, Sister Nancy, go on.
Oh.
I don't know, Sister Nancy, y'all, just being extra. Okay, and I have that one. I also have normalizing breastfeeding in public and saying the word vagina.
Okay.
And I think that's
all you have?
That's all I got.
Okay. Well, my last one is normalizing not wanting to have kids.
Right.
And I mean, because I think with our generation, we know that there's a lot of people that are more career focused than they are kid focused. And there's still some that definitely want kids or plan to want kids later on. And I think it should be normal. Don't be plotting on my womb. I mean, we've talked about this several times.
About it, yes.
But I think this is a good segue into the story we heard about a young lady who is a little in maybe her late 30s.
Yes,
right?
I think she's late 30s. Yes,
she doesn't have any kids yet. She wants to have kids, and she's dating a man, and they discussed that he doesn't want to have kids right now. He would rather wait a little bit. But he, and she discussed this with him, they agreed, and now she's pregnant.
Right.
And it's like, well...
And he now doesn't want to have anything to do
with her.
And
the child. And we're not going to get into what's wrong or right about this story. But what we did discuss at the time when we heard the story was that we should normalize also women who are getting there, or not even, it doesn't matter what age you are, but especially women who have gotten to a certain age where it's going to be more difficult for them to have a child. You should normalize saying, this is what I'm looking for, is a child.
Mm-hmm. It's a child.
I'm looking to have a child.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
Because I feel like there are men out there that are also in similar situations, that have gotten to a certain point in their lives. They're not really dating, whatever. It's neither here nor there for them. But they want to be fathers. And you made that good point, too, about...
gay men.
Yes.
Yeah. Who
are, in their relationships and want to have a child as well at some point.
And the same thing is with also lesbians, too. They're women that they just need the sperm. They just need someone to go half and half with them. Men and women, and
I feel like in that way, if you're as honest about being in that position, then you will never have to deal with the baby daddy drama.
That is true.
You're not taking care of the kids and having to put them on child support, because you're gonna find the other person who also wants to have a child and is equally ready to take care of the child.
And you agreed on this together. He
and all
wants
you have
a
to
child.
do is split time.
That's it. And I'm telling you guys, women. There are men that just want somebody to go half with them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
But that conversation is never had.
And
that's why.
And that platform, I don't think has been created either. Like, I don't know where it exists.
I don't
know. But maybe that should be that platform that's created where it's just men and women need to just have a child.
Yeah.
You look at the background or whatever, and you know that if it's a white guy you want with, like, I don't know, brown eye, look through the profile, and if you want a black woman with whatever, maybe there just needs to be something
and some
that
people
creative.
aren't even that picky.
Some people are not even that picky. Exactly.
Yeah, it's just, I want to have a child.
I want to have a kid.
You're a decent person. You have a job that you can take care of a child on your own.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a job that I can take care of a child. And we both
these are things I want to have my kid involved in. Like,
how's your family life? You have a close relationship with your parents, your significant, your siblings, your whatever.
Yeah.
Little things like that can be a part of the narrowing down process.
Yeah.
But to start with, you shouldn't have to be trapping your boyfriend.
Yeah, we are not, guys. Please, let's not be trapping any woman or man into having a kid, because men are also trapping women with babies too. It's happening. And of course, yes, we definitely know women are out here trapping men, like our girl woman or the lady that we mentioned in this story did, because she wants a child. She's in her what do you call it, what age, the geriatric pregnancy
and honestly, I was shocked to find out when Kenny was telling me that there are people who are just like, if you have a man and you want to have a kid, there should be no issues. Just have one. I'm just like blowed.
I'm literally told that all the time. Yeah, and it's sad. It's a sad thing to say that, like, yeah, I get it. Like, you have a man and you want a baby, so 1 + 1 = 2. But no, we're still vetting out this whole thing. It's one thing that I'm with you, right? Like, we have a relationship, but no, things are different once a child gets involved.
Exactly.
I don't know if you're capable or if
you're
responsible enough. Are you going to support me?
Fun.
Yeah, we're having fun. We're traveling. We're doing this thing. But now the kid. Who are you ready to wake up in the middle of the night?
Mm-hmm. Am I going to be the only one stuck at home because you're going to still be acting like you don't have no responsibility?
Exactly.
And only giving me money?
Right. And even not even just that too. I think about even just support as a partner. Mm-hmm. Like when you think about after a woman gives birth and the pain and just trying to just figure it out on the postpartum. Like, are you going to be a supportive partner to like have my back when I'm feeling down or I'm not feeling pretty anymore, or I'm trying to figure this out and I'm tired.
Because a lot of men don't understand, especially when they start to talk about child support and whatever, but it's like the mother's health is equally as important as the child's health.
I wish they would.
If the mother is not healthy, what you think is going to happen to your child?
Exactly. It's more than just the money. Like, I wish that they would say, you know what, take here's some extra money on top of what I'm giving you. Go get your hair done, right? Like, go do something for yourself because you're taking care of my child.
Mm-hmm. And especially if you know that you're one of those people that's not really like present. You know, you're just throwing money at the situation. You then
give some extra,
yeah, because you don't even understand what it's like to be with this child 24/7, like ever. So you have them on the weekends for the evening.
Exactly.
And what?
All you gotta do is buy some McDonald's and put them in front of the TV to watch a movie. What else have you done?
That's for those people.
That's for those people, right?
Well,
so you know, there you go.
That was our list.
And yes, so people that are still throwing that out there, like, you have a man, go get a picnic, go get yourself pregnant. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. And stop making plans on women's wombs also. I just want to add, I saw this on Facebook where somebody said it's normalized saying I don't care when a conversation comes up and
I did agree with that.
You're not interested, just I don't care about this topic and normalize walking away from it. Like, I don't care about it. You know, like, let's normalize that. Trying to see if there's anything else I saw lingering around social media. I think that was probably it from what I can remember. But yeah.
All right.
I think that's some good stuff we have. And if you have anything else that you want to share, let us know.
DM us. We are on Instagram at these two girls. These the number 2 girls with a U.
Mm-hmm.
We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. These two girls pod. You can email us at these two girls podcast at gmail.com. Anything to wrap up?
No.
I don't have anything that I'm listening to.
I don't think I have anything I'm listening to. I think I'm probably much just listening to Uncle Barris because he's having his concert. Barris Hammond is having his virtual concert on Sunday, which I'm so freaking excited about. Mm-hmm. So I've just been listening to a lot of Barris.
To get prepared.
To listen to more Barris. That's what we do, right? That's so crazy. So we can sing along in the crowd. But that's pretty much all I'm listening to.
All right. Thanks for listening. See y'all next time.
All right. Bye.